Hello and welcome to my channel, On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And let's find out what's been on the hook. Well, I have some whips to show to you today, but I first want to talk about a couple of other things. I also have on my coffee break sweater, and I'll stand up and show that to you in a minute, and the pattern that goes with that, and also some things that a beautiful subscriber has sent to me all the way from Great Britain. So I want to talk about that first, and then we'll move on to our whips because I have several to show you and some new starts. Of course, I have startitis. Well, thank you for joining me on my late week video this week. It won't be too terribly long. I know that Monday's video was 46 minutes. That's a long time, and I know that some of you don't have 46 minutes to spend watching me and that you watch it in different sections. And so every now and then I'll see a burst of views, and I realize that maybe y'all have had some time to watch the video. I try to make them not so long, but I have so much to talk about, and I do want to talk about it on 2 videos in a week. So today is the late week video, and I want to welcome you, all my new subscribers, which I've had some lately. I really appreciate that. And all of you who are returning and you watch all my videos, thank you so much for being so loyal to me and to make beautiful comments down at the bottoms of my videos. That means a lot to me as well. So let's talk about something a subscriber sent me the other day. It was a little package from Great Britain, and thank you, Sheila Metcalf. She is one of my regular subscribers, and she sends me every now and then a package with patterns, and these are patterns from Great Britain, and actually the instructions are written in the Great Britain form, which is the double crochets are written as treble crochets in here, and so on. There are several different stitches that are different, called something different in Great Britain. She sent me several pattern books. These are really pretty patterns, a little bit maybe too much. I don't know. I haven't looked through them all, but they're more than this. These are just 2. And then she also sent me this pattern, and I looked it up this morning. It's Fran Morgan's pattern for the Granny Cardi. Look at that. I absolutely love that. I'm not a big Granny fan, but these are not Granny squares. These are just triads that I have used in some of my other patterns as well. But I really like this, and you can find this on Fran Morgan's Ravelry site. I'm not a member of Ravelry, but you can find this on the Ravelry site. I believe it's still out there. This is just a paper version, and Sheila sent this to me, and I really appreciate this. This is so beautiful. I just love it. I'm tempted to make it. This is made with fingering yarn, though, according to the pattern, and it's wool. So if I were to do it, I would probably choose a DK yarn and one color that goes all around and is used as the base color. In this particular pattern, the gray color up the front is also used in the sweater pattern, and it's really beautiful. The sleeve bands are gray, and the band around the neck is gray. All of that is really pretty. It pulls that whole sweater together. So if you're looking for a really good granny Cardi, then this would be a good choice. Fran Morgan's Granny Cardi. If I hadn't seen that, I might like to come up with that, but I didn't have that idea. So Fran, this is your pattern, and I'm promoting it on my website, not sponsored. This is the thank you note that Sheila sent, and it was about, and also there's a name Alice in parentheses, so I'm not sure if her name's Alice or Sheila. But she sent this really, really nice card to me thanking me for my videos. So thank you, Sheila, Alice. I really appreciate all that you send me, and that was a nice present I got in the mail. And she also sent a note for Joe at Joe for Totes, and I sent that along to Joe in the mail today. Now, what I'm wearing today, I'm wearing the coffee break sweater, and this is the pattern out on my Etsy shop. I wanted to wear this today because it's perfect weather. This is made with Lion Brand cobblestone yarn. I gave away the cobblestone yarn that I had left on Monday, and the winner has already contacted me, and it's already out the door. So that's the cobblestone yarn. It is discontinued, of course, but this is 2 colors together of the cobblestone. I really like these together. These are called Licorice and Misty Rose. Licorice and Misty Rose. And you might be able to find them on eBay. Sometimes you can find yarn out there that you might be looking for. But I'm going to stand up and show this to you. This is an easy pattern, but it's kind of decorative. And I want to show you the stitch patterns in the front. I'll just show you that now. This is the stitch pattern across the front. It's very pretty. It looks nice. I do have to wear this with a tank under it. So this is perfect weather for this particular sweater. It is about maybe 55 degrees outside, and this is just real comfortable. So let me stand up and show you what this looks like. This is the coffee break sweater. I'm going to speak up a little louder so y'all can hear me. The sleeves are actually crocheted right into the fabric, and that allows us to use these stripes across here. So I've got stripes coming across here and one across here, and they both go all the way around to the back. So this is the back of the sweater. It's very decorative. I love the way it looks. And I just thought these two colors were really beautiful together. So you could make this from a size 4 yarn and just pick out two colors that you really, really like and go to it. This is a beautiful pattern. It's not difficult to make. There are no stitch counts in this pattern. You make it to fit you, and I actually made it with about maybe 4 inches of ease is all. It wasn't a lot of ease because I didn't want a lot of bulk under the arm. So I used a 4-inch ease measurement around the body, and then I chained out for the arms. This is what it looks like. You don't have to add any sleeves on to your sweater. They are absolutely crocheted right across as you're coming up the front of the sweater. The decorative stitches are not continued up here at the top, so it makes it very, very easy to do your decreases for your neckline and all. Those are not involved. It's all from here down are the decorative stitches, and they're also in the back as well. Get up a little closer, you can see that the decorative stitches are on the back side of the sweater as well. So it makes the sweater very, very special. I like this, one of my favorite sweaters for spring and for fall, because it has 3/4 sleeves and they are not shaped. They are just strictly crocheted out. There are no decreases in the sleeves, so it makes it very, very easy to make, and it gives it a nice look. A 3/4 sleeve with a bell is very easy to work with. You still have the bottom part of your arm exposed in this sweater. It's very easy to wear. So I hope you enjoy it. It's called the Coffee Break Sweater, and you can find it on my Etsy shop. I'll place a link down in the description box for that particular sweater if you're interested in taking a look at it. I have some pictures of it on Etsy. Now, my whips. I have a lot of whips, as I talked about on Monday, and I even have an idea for a whip that I haven't started yet, but I'm going to run it past you and see what you think. If I need to spend some time on it, I will do it if y'all are interested in this particular type of pattern. But first of all, let's talk about this fingering weight. It says DK, but it's really like fingering weight Malabrigo yarn called Electric Slide, and it's made from silk and merino wool, half and half, and there are 50 grams on the hank, and it's a DK. It says 150 yards on the ball, but you know, 150 yards, that's great. I mean, I have 6 of these, so I have plenty to make what I'm planning to make, which is a tank top out of this from the bottom up. And again, here's what it looks like. I'm working on this. I've done probably 4 or 5 or 6 rows since I saw you on Monday, and it's moving right along. It's a TV crochet. It's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth till I get to the underarm and the neckline, and then I will start decreasing here, and I will increase here above the bust line, moving right along. It'll be, as far as I know, it'll be a tank top. I'd love to put some sleeves in it, but I don't know if I have enough yarn. I'll have to see how that turns out, because I am doing another, and actually I'm using a G hook for that. Believe it or not, I just don't use a G very often. This is a 4.0 G clover, and it does make a beautiful stitch. You can't see through this at all. It's a very, very nice crocheted yarn. I like the way it looks. I like the way it looks, and it's so soft. It feels really nice. Again, it's wool and silk together, and I believe I could get away with that even on a hot day. I really do. If it was a tank top, I believe I could get away with that. Just because it's wool doesn't mean it's hot. So that's what I'm working on for that particular pattern. And it's going to be if I do it the way I think I'm going to do it, it's going to be a scoop neck tank top, modest tank top, done in a fingering weight. Now I am working on one in a size 4 yarn, and let me show you that progress that I'm making on that one. This is a size 4 yarn, Fusion by Lion Brand Landscapes yarn. This is the Rucker colorway. It's very, very loud, and I had some people remark about that. You are right. It is as loud as it can possibly be. Now, again, I have finished the front, and I have all my decreases and increases marked with stitch markers there and along the side where I'm cutting in for the armhole. And I'm going to try to make it fit, you know, fairly close here so you don't have to wear a tank top under the tank top. You know, that's not the idea. The idea is to wear this alone. Now, I have worked on the back. I've got most of it finished. See, look at that, a lot of it finished. I've already broken for the armholes, and see my stitch markers right there. I have those on the sides moving up, and then I will take this all the way to the top of the shoulder. And before I get there, I'll probably decrease it 2 or 3 stitches on each side so that the back will scoop just a tiny bit, just to make it more comfortable. But this is a beautiful yarn after you crochet it up. I like it. It's much thicker than the fingering weight, of course. It's much, much thicker. But it's really, really soft. This Fusion yarn by Lion Brand is very, very soft. I'm making this with a J hook, which is a 6.0 millimeter hook. That goes back in the bag where I'm keeping it, and I want to talk about 3 more whips. No, I have startitis. It's terrible. All right, so this is a brand new pattern. This is a top-down scoop neck, kind of a wide neck sweater, and I'm going to make it short sleeves. That's my plan right now, is to make it short sleeves. I'm making this from Prism yarn, and a while back I ordered this Prism yarn from Mary Maxim. This is their brand, and let's see how many yards are on here. This is called Seascape, and I might have shown this to you when it came in. I think I did, but this is what it looks like. It is just so soft and beautiful. Look at that. Look at the colors in that. They're very soft. There's no loud color in there to stick out. The loudest color is the gray, and that's not really all that loud. But this is called a DK weight yarn. It's almost a fingering, but it is more like a DK. And I'm using a very small hook. This for me is small. It's a size G+, and if you don't know, a G+ is a 4.5 millimeter hook. A G is a 4, an H is a 5, and this is a 4.5. So this is called a G+. I've seen it called that. It is a clover 4.5 hook, and it's called a size 7. So go figure. Anyway, it's a size 7, 4.5 millimeter, and that's the size I'm using on this. I wanted something a little larger than a G, but I didn't want anything as large as an H, so I reached for that, found a G+, and this is what it looks like crocheted up. It's absolutely soft and beautiful. Look at that. This is from the top down. It's going to have a little bit wider neckline on it. It's not going to be a hot sweater. It's going to be something you can wear in the spring, and maybe even in the summer you might be able to get away with it. It's 100% acrylic, and on each ball are 290 yards, and I have 5 balls of this. So I have plenty of yardage here, probably way more than I need. It's a light 3 DK weight. And again, this is called Seascape. This is the Seascape Prism yarn from Mary Maxim, not sponsored. I'll put a link down in the description box so you can find it if you're looking for it. There are probably maybe 6 or 8 colors of this on the Mary Maxim site. So I have started this sweater. It is really very, very soft. The Prism yarn is very soft. I actually gave away an Afghan kit that was made from Prism yarn, and I felt of the Prism, I thought, really nice. So I ordered this blue, and I had in mind to make something for the spring. So again, that's what it looks like. These are beautiful, beautiful colors. So springy. So that is another whip that I have going, using again the size 7 hook from Clover. On Monday I talked about the Mary Maxim Maximum Value yarn that I had ordered in the green variegated. And this is actually green ombre, it's called. A couple of things on the website. It's 100% acrylic. There are 474 yards on the ball. This is a big skein of yarn, big skein. And it's like a double skein. It's a size 4 yarn, and it's the maximum value, not best value, but the maximum value. It is not quite as soft, but I have worked quite a while on this. And it goes fast because it's a size 4. But this is what it looks like crocheted up. Let me see. This is what the sweater will look like. It's just kind of blotchy, but it's pretty. I like the greens. It's all green and white. So there's no odd colors, no loud colors in here. It's all greens and whites. So this is what it looks like crocheted. And I believe I'm going to write a pattern for this. I'm not sure if I can call this a winter stripes in a size 4 with a wider neck. I guess I could. I'll have to see what's out there that I have, and if it's not too much different, then I will just, I'll probably make this short sleeves though, so I'm going to add some rows on for the sleeves, and that will be a little bit different from the winter stripes. The winter stripes is a long sleeve sweater, and this is going to be short sleeves. This is my newest WIP from Mary Maxim Maximum Value Yarn, and I'm making this with a K hook, which is a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook by Clover, of course, not sponsored. Love Clover hooks. But that's what I'm doing with this. It's going very quickly. It's also a TV crochet. It's pretty easy. Every other row is just a plain row with the ESC. I'm using the extended single crochet stitch on this, and so it's very, very easy to crochet in front of the TV. Extremely easy. So I'm using that as a TV. I'm using this as a TV, and I think, and this one also, it's living in this little bag. I don't know where I got this bag. Knit Crate, I think, sent it. But this one I'm also using as a TV crochet. So I bring all of my projects in there. I do a few rows on each one every night. So I don't know if that's going to work or not. Now I have a WIP that I want to talk about that hasn't happened yet. I want to show you the yarn that I'm going to use as the first prototype. And I'm going to see if y'all are interested in this. I will proceed with it, but I have to have a lot of interest if you want me to actually do this. Otherwise, I'll stay with sweaters and tops. But this is a crochet skirt, and I've always wanted to make a crochet skirt. I had several people say, I'd like you to design a crochet skirt. So I'm thinking about doing that. I'm going to use an NP hook, a 10 millimeter crochet hook. That's the purple one. It's a large hook, but I'm using a size 4 yarn. And because I have so much of this, I am going to use this. This is a fashion Aran yarn by King Cole. Love King Cole. Love, love, love King Cole. And this is made in Turkey, 400 grams. This is a big ball. But I have so much of this yarn, I've already given away some of it, but I'm keeping some. It's 70% acrylic, 30% wool, and I'm not sure what the colorway is. I tried to find it before, and I didn't see it. Red Currant, that's what it is, Red Currant. Beautiful, beautiful yarn. Look at that. It's kind of a red with some purple. It's almost a purplish red. Really beautiful. I thought I would make a skirt out of this. I actually started a raglan sweater, and I didn't like it. It's got a square neck on it, and I didn't really like the look. I might go back to it at some point, and I found some instructions in there, but I'm not going to continue that. I've got enough sweaters right now. I just wanted to show you what it looks like when it's crocheted up. It's really pretty. This was probably crocheted with a little bit smaller hook, but I'm going to use a large hook on this one and make it really stretchy. I have a way that I'm going to make the waistband so that it's your waist, not the waist on somebody in the store somewhere, but we're going to take your waist measurement and your hip measurement, and then we're going to combine those to have a waistband that folds over, and I think I'm going to use some elastic with that. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet, but I think the elastic would make sure that it stayed on, it wouldn't fall down, or it wouldn't be too tight. So I'm going to work with that if y'all want me to. If you want me to make a crocheted skirt, I will give that a try. I know I've got lots of other projects going on, but I've already written down some instructions for it, and actually wrote all the instructions for it to see if it works. But I haven't put in the time on it because I have several sweaters that I'm trying to finish. So I just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes about my WIPs, and hopefully you're having a wonderful National Crochet Month. I know I said I was going to mention that in every video, and I want to do that because you should make something crocheted this month, even if it's a coaster. And I think it was a couple of videos ago, I put a coaster pattern down in the description box, a link. It's really easy, but it's very beautiful. And I think it was this one. It's one I've been using. I believe it was this one, but this is easy to do. It looks difficult, but if you follow the directions, it's not hard. And I use a 24/7 yarn with this, a beautiful Lion Brand mint colorway 24/7 yarn. And look at that. It's so beautiful. I have it sitting on my desk, and my coffee sits right on top of it. So, and it's washable because it's 24/7 yarn. So I wanted to show you that. Try something new. I have some projects out there, some gift ideas. You can go there and look for something to give to somebody. If you know somebody's birthday is coming up, you might crochet a dish towel or a dishcloth or a matching set. You could do that. I like 24/7 yarn. It's a little better quality than some of the others. I've had a lot of experience with it. I have probably 20 colors over there in my stash. And I reach for it when I'm going to make something small like that. I reach for it because it always looks quite beautiful. The stitch definition is perfect. There's no halo on that yarn, and you can wash and dry it. I've done that with my dish towel now that I made at Christmas time, and I've washed it several times. At one time I even washed it with bleach, and it came out pretty nice. It was a little bit lighter shade though. I have to say, I'm always experimenting with things, but I felt like it needed some bleach, so I bleached it, and it came out a little bit lighter gray than it was when I put it in there. So just FYI, if you're going to use bleach, probably not a good idea on a handmade item. Thank you so much for liking my video. Please hit the like button. That helps me so very much. Join the community down in the description box, and subscribe if you haven't already so that you will know when my videos come out. And I'm going to use this crochet hook today because it's so beautiful and purple. It's a springy crochet hook, so I'm going to use this to end my show. So today I'm asking you to come back on Monday, and let's find out what's on the hook.